Hi creatives from all over Europe, I'm happy to talk to you. It is exactly this amazing European community we want to talk about today. On behalf of the Art Directors Club Germany, we are presenting a project that has the objective to strengthen the social cohesion in the European Union.
Hi! Welcome Europe! Today we're talking about the app Pathways, Europe at your fingertips. A free-to-play mobile gaming app, which was launched this July by the Art Directors Club Germany and the German Federal Foreign Office. Pathway invites you to a virtual travel across the European continent, showing you the diversity of opportunities our continent provides. The app was launched for a good reason. The European Union is going through quite challenging times. More and more people start to doubt it. Time to enthuse the young generation again for a continent united in peace.
But why does the Art Directors Club, as a creator of brilliant ideas, suddenly develop a gaming app? Because the European Union is a brilliant idea in itself. Probably the best idea Europe ever had. That is why the Art Directors Club supports the Pathway app. Irene Plank from the Federal Foreign Office will explain to you in the following how the Pathway app got started and why we need it. But first of all, let's have a quick look into the app, Pathways, Europe at your fingertips.
The Romans were also here, back when the city was called Philippopolis.
Milestone in European history. By approving this charter of law, the Portuguese parliament abolished the death penalty. It was a great step for human rights across Europe.
Take this place. Years ago, it used to be a gasworks. Now the watchtower is used as a museum and an event space for concerts and exhibitions like mine. Eventually, the gasworks stopped being used and fell into disrepair. And then the artists, musicians and creatives came and turned it into something new.
So thank you, Nicole and Imke, for this introduction. So we're asking ourselves, what is the potential of gaming in communication? And I believe that gaming helps us to communicate better on more subjects and deeper. So looking at the game Pathways, I think it immerses us in the history of Europe. It introduces us to several actors from Poland, from Belgium, from Bulgaria, from France, and how their lives are interconnected, how they meander through Europe and its history. And in playing this game, we learn about these people, we learn about Europe's history. And I think that will enable us to communicate better about Europe. And it also reminds us of things about Europe and European history that we've come to take for granted. And I think it's a good thing that it reminds us how much work it has taken for Europe to come together again and to be such a unique cultural space. Another interesting feature about the game Pathways is that not only its actors are from all over Europe, but also the people who made it have come together from all over Europe, the people who wrote the game, but also the illustrator who is from France and the voice actors who mirror the respective actors in the game. It's also been financed by a budget that has been given to us by the Bundestag, by the German Parliament, to internationalize the creative industry. Why is that? It helps to bring us together across borders, and that is a very important feature. And it helps us to realize what a unique space, political and cultural, Europe is, and it helps us to get to know Europe better, because I think that living in the European Union, we may sometimes have forgotten how important it is to have such a common creative and political space. We've had 2 international workshops talking about the game and ways to promote it, which Imke and Nicole will tell you about later. But now I think it's time to introduce you to the game itself. And this is why I would like to hand over to Robert Werner, who is going to show you the game and talk about it.
Thank you, Ms. Planck. Hi, I'm Robert and I work as an art director for Artificial Rome. I was responsible for the concept, design and illustration of Pathways, and today I would like to give a short insight into the game. Pathways is a game for smartphones and tablets where we can go on a journey and discover the advantages and achievements of Europe in a playful way. We meet people who tell us their very personal story about Europe, and on our journey we will encounter important European topics such as the freedom of travel, migration, and the Erasmus program, but also experience the turbulent history of the continent and learn about many aspects of its geography, society, culture, and politics. The game combines the technologies augmented reality and virtual reality. Augmented reality means if we look through the camera of our smartphone, we can see virtual objects in the real space. In the case of Pathways, it is the map of Europe on which we can move freely. There are 5 cities where we meet hand-drawn and animated characters. In between, there are countless places marked in the form of stars, where we can discover more stories on a wide variety of topics. The virtual reality layer I mentioned just before starts when we enter one of the cities. Here we can meet a character, hear his story and interact with him in his surroundings. In this example I'm showing we are in Paris, France, at the Gare du Nord train station, and we meet Lucas who is about to board his train. That was it from my side. I hope I could give you a good first insight into the game and made you curious to try it out for yourself. For the next part, I'm giving back the stage to Imke and Nicole. Thank you.
Thanks, Robert, for your great insight in this amazing app. I'm glad I had the chance to work on it as well. I wrote the 5 character voices of Pathways, a very inspiring European experience. My name is Imke Jumnitsch. I'm a writer and creative director. I'm a creative coach for writing and ideation, and I co-founded Boost Seminare. At the Art Directors Club Germany, I lead the copywriting classes. Today I'm here with my Boost partner Nicole to talk about the creative workshop we hosted for Pathways.
I am Nicole Höfer-Wievers, co-founder of Boost Seminare, creative director and creative coach. I'm looking back at over 20 years of experience in communication, including Germany's leading advertising agencies like Jungformat and Heimat. Since 2002, I am a member at the Art Directors Club Germany, where I lead the ideation classes. In 2010, we founded Boost Seminare. We are specialized in creative workshops and we cooperate with the Art Directors Club Germany and Switzerland. On behalf of the Art Directors Club Germany and the Federal Foreign Office, we invited top creators from all over Europe to develop answers to the question, how can we increase awareness for the Pathways all over Europe? One full day we brainstormed with creative minds from Cyprus, Croatia, Ireland, the Netherlands, Germany and Sweden.
Over a short period of time, numerous ideas came up, showing us how inspiring it is to think with people from different countries and cultures. We talked about what Europe means to us and what could be the barriers to love it. Above all, the creatives appreciated that Europe is such a great source of inspiration and that it offers amazing opportunities to them, such as the freedom to travel and to work with each other with ease. The huge market, the opportunity to change perspectives and the warm welcome in so many countries were important to the creatives too. Let me show you some quotes and insights from the workshop. Unfortunately, many people seem not to be aware of these advantages, or they take them for granted. So, information is crucial. Information that is told by touching personal stories. Because as soon as you talk to someone about his or her experience, you can develop a connection, you understand, and you care. That is what makes Pathways such a unique educational tool. It informs the user with stories engaging on an emotional level in a fun, innovative way. We thought about that Europe could be a new subject at school, for example, with Pathways as its innovative teacher. We also discovered that Europe is a bit like a family. You don't always love each other, but you belong to each other. You don't have to merge, but it's great to collaborate with ease. Above all, you have to talk to understand the other's perspective. This insight became the base for our strategic platform. Pathway helps you to get to know your European family.
But the workshop went far beyond ideas. We learned a lot about each other, about Europe and European creativity. We all agreed to one point. Europe is a wonderful tool of inspiration. Cross-market cooperations help all of us. And Europe works according to the basic principles of the big idea, of open borders. It needs diversity to grow. It needs a team of open-minded people able to talk with each other.
That's exactly what we do in our ideation workshops. We show creative tools that encourage people to connect to their intuition and exchange ideas with each other without barriers. So what makes Europe better makes ideas better as well. Diversity, empathy, change of perspectives, thinking beyond borders and working together as a team. Let's connect much more with each other to create a better Europe and better ideas. Please start by downloading the app for Europe in the App Store or at Google Play. Thanks for your attention.
Please stay healthy.